So Dennis, as of our last question, what do you think the future of AR and VR and the metaverse look like?
Um, I think the future of that stuff looks exactly like the future of mobile phone stuff did, right? There was a period of time where only a handful of people had mobile phones and only a handful of people had smartphones, and then it was ubiquitous.
Mhm.
And now there's a period of time where, I tell people it's the same flow as like video games. You tell people like, oh, I play games, like, well, games are for nerds. And it's like, actually, they're not. Like, games is a bigger business than movies. And that process takes 20 years. When if I tell, some of the, if I'm talking to the parents from my kid's school and I say, hey, I have an Oculus and I spent an hour in Oculus last night, they're like, that's super nerdy. And it's like, well, it is maybe, but like at some point it won't be, right?
Yeah.
So what does it look like? Like it looks like, what's the famous quote? The future's here. It's just not evenly distributed.
Exactly.
There's a version of that is less about being evenly distributed. It's more about like, the stuff that people think is silly and the stuff that people think is nerdy is the stuff that becomes mainstream. And I think, you're around long enough, you just see that over and over and over again.
Mhm.